Today's episode of Building Better Brands, we're going to be talking about one of my favourite ever things, money. Budget and money. I'm Tony Hardy, founder and director of Canny Creative, and today we're going to be talking about 5 reasons we need to know your design budget. Now, nobody likes talking about money, nobody likes talking about budgets or showing their hand first, and I don't know why. I kind of want to try and change that a bit today. I mean, money makes the world go round. It is the unfortunate truth. We need to get paid for the services, you need to get paid for your services. So yeah, it's alright to talk about money, and honestly, I think we're better having those conversations earlier in the project. Let's dive in. Reason number 1. There are different levels of service available when it comes to design agencies. If I was like shopping for a car and I had £15,000, I might find myself in the Ford garage. I'm definitely not going to find myself shopping for a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. It's the same with branding and website solutions. If you have, say, a couple of £1,000, you might be looking for a small brochure website. You might want something a little more off the shelf. If you had £50,000 or £60,000, that's a different level of service altogether, and knowing this up front is really going to help that conversation flow and make us get on the same page as early as possible. Number 2, nobody likes having their time wasted. Time is a valuable commodity these days. Nobody wants their time wasted. If you're expecting a project to come in at less than £1,000 or less than a couple of grand, and then the agency you've approached to do the work charge £10,000 or £20,000, there's a massive disparity between the two, and honestly, you're either best trying to figure out a middle ground, seeing if you can find the capital and raise the capital. Probably best not to ask people to come down on price. People tend to charge what they're worth, and if there's too big a difference, honestly, at that stage, you're best walking away and trying to find an alternative solution, but definitely don't waste anyone's time. Number 3, this is more of a statement that we hear than a reason that we need to know your budget, and it's this: but I don't know my design budget. I don't believe you. Everybody knows roughly what they're comfortable investing. You might not have the exact figure on the table, but you're going to know whether you say at 5 or 10 or 20 or £50,000. You just do know where you're going to be comfortable investing. We handle this at Canny by saying, okay, well, we've had projects of this scale cost £50,000. If that doesn't seem to hit the mark, we can say, okay, we can reduce the deliverables here. We can maybe take this out and take that out and do this a little differently. We could maybe pull that down to 30,000. Or actually, if you just wanted to do this and this, maybe that's 10 or 20. Eventually, we can try and find the middle ground, but it does help to come to the table knowing roughly what you're willing to invest. Number 4. What about ballpark figures? Can you just give us a ballpark figure for this, a ballpark figure for that? Well, the answer unfortunately is no, we can't. Ballpark figures are completely useless. If someone's insistent on a ballpark figure, they won't jump on a call. Essentially, my email reply is this: hi there, thanks for inquiring. Our projects typically start at £10,000 and can cost anywhere up to £50,000. Radio silence. You never hear anything back, and it's understandable. They don't understand the difference between a 10,000 and a 50 grand project. They don't know what they're going to be investing or why they're going to be investing at those different levels. But ballpark figures are really, they only work one way. We come to you as a client and say, what is your ballpark budget? Are you working with 10? Are you working with 20? That normally helps the conversation get going, but us just throwing ballpark figures out there without knowing the technicals or any description about the project whatsoever, it's just not possible. It's almost nonsense, and really, we just don't do it. And number 5, a question to end on. But if you know my budget, won't you just max it out? Yeah, like there is going to be an option there that makes the best use of your budget properly. When you come to us and you say, okay, we're looking at a £20,000 investment, we're not hearing this is our upper limit, this is our lower limit, this is roughly where you're looking to make the investment. What we can do from that point is say, okay, well, here's an option at around 20 grand, this is what we could do to help meet your goals and objectives. here's something actually that costs a little bit less. You get less work, naturally, it's costing less, but this could work for you guys if you wanted to save a bit of budget for in the future. Or actually, here's something at 25, 30 grand. Like, what we're trying to do with budgets is help our clients. It's in our best interest if our clients succeed. We want to make the best use of the budget possible and basically help you achieve your goals. And that can be done at a number of levels in a number of different ways. So yeah, they're the 5 reasons you should seriously consider telling your agency your budget from the start. This has been Building Better Brands. Like, comment, subscribe below, and we'll see you next time.